The Bible has a lot to say about our creation in God's image. Genesis 1, chapter 27 says, male and female, he created. That's a part of what it means, God's image. And let's just talk about this. For decades, this would have been the conversation we're having right now. People would have been confused that we're even having something about topics that are just so unassumed. But what's happened over the last couple of years is that the category of sex, which refers to our anatomy and our biological makeup. Every single person, whether you're female or female, has XX chromosomes in every cell. Male has XY. So sex refers to the way your body is ordered for reproduction. That's what sex is. Gender basically used to be a word that was synonymous with that. Well, I would now show and argue that over the last couple of years, the term gender now means gender identity. So gender identity is your perceived gender, which can be different, as what the moral revolutionaries would argue, it can be different than your sex. So the language you'll now hear is, my gender identity is different than the sex I was assigned at birth. Meaning your biological sex can be different than your gender identity. And what's so pernicious about this is gender dysphoria, acute being distraught about it feels like you're kind of trapped in the wrong body. That is a diagnosable mental illness, gender dysphoria. And it's something that, the precious children who are dealing with this, they need help. But we don't do this with any other issue. Think about the young girl who has an eating disorder. Her mind perceives that there's something out of whack with her body. Well, we don't affirm those false views about her body. We try to correct her thinking. Well, with gender identity, what's happening is we're saying, if your body is out of line with your feelings or your emotions, we therefore should intervene into the body. And that's where you see the introduction of puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, and even actual permanent surgeries. And so just that is kind of what we're seeing, the difference between sex and gender, which is now really referring to a whole category of gender identity.